Good morning, my friends, and welcome back. As you develop your mindfulness practice, you may be noticing that you are reactive and attached to your opinions, beliefs, or the need to be right, and any tendency to get stuck in negativity or denial as you practice. Mindfulness practice draws us towards the middle. It is in that middle, between right and wrong, between day and night, where everything belongs. Now, how in the world can everything belong when there's hostility and violence and hatred, an assault on the well-being of the most vulnerable? How in the world can all of that belong? The simplest answer is that everything belongs because it's here, divinely created for just the purpose and the way in which it expresses itself in daily life. Everything is in a kind of systemic union with all other things, created as an expression of life. If you find yourself very reactive to this idea of everything belongs, and that monkey mind comes right up with all the examples of where this is absolutely not true, then recognize that this is where you're starting. This is where most of us start, in fact, especially those of us concerned with empathic justice and compassionate response in a world where those things have become increasingly rare. We want to fight, and we can fight, even as we choose to be mindfully aware of the space between. That space where everything belongs, no divisions, all interrelated. We seek to live in that middle space and to be able to experience it mindfully, so that in the world, whether we choose to respond or not, we do so from a place of steadiness that we neither have to defend or use to create harm. So let us sit for practice now, and I'll offer you some other examples that are simple and illuminate. I can tell you that once this shift takes place at a very deep level, the awareness that everything does belong and the reactivity drains out. It is a paradigm shift, and we can never truly see things as all or nothing, right or wrong, good or bad, because we see the middle. So let us sit, allowing your breathing to guide you into steadiness as you become aware of the support of the chair beneath you. Become aware of any thoughts that are running around in your mind like monkeys after listening to this brief introduction. Breathe into those thoughts, put a lot of space around them, and allow them to simply lie down in your mind, or maybe to quietly walk out for a while. We don't need them right now. As human as they are, we don't need them right now. Thank you for coming, and I release you to those agitated thoughts if they remain. And as you do that, allow your breath to lead you as it breathes in and breathes out, quietly, gently, in your lower belly. And with every out-breath, release that monkey mind and any tension that you feel in your body. Breathe in space. Breathe out tension. This is the first act of mindfulness, leaning into that everything belongs. You have allowed tension and release to belong at the same time, even though they are quite certainly opposites, some might say. Through the breath, which permeates everything, just like the belonging of all things in life, weaves those opposites into a middle place where both belong, tension and release. Just notice that for a moment. Another idea to bring to mind to get a feel for this is imagine yourself sitting outside throughout the night when the temperature is comfortable and you have a place to sit that holds you. The time is after midnight and moving towards 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. And for some reason, you simply don't feel sleepy. Perhaps you're watching curiously or wondering, why in the world am I watching and what am I watching? What I want you to watch in your mind's eye is to look for exactly when does darkness become light. Where is that turning point exactly? Where one side ends, the darkness, and suddenly there is light. Poof! Like that. Have you found it? What I might suggest are two things. One is that this process occurs in the middle space, what Zen practice calls the middle way. And it is a practice leaning into non-attachment and enlightenment, spiritual opening. Allow your mind's eye to focus on that place in the sky where you see gradually the stars fade away, but it's still dark. And then there's some grayness in the middle or around the edges that gradually draws into itself more light. And imagine yourself staying there with curiosity until the morning sun arises. And we might say at that point it has reached full light, at least for that moment. And this, my friends, is what we're looking for in our mindfulness practice. What we are allowing by releasing that strident, all or nothing, I am right, this is wrong, reactivity. We become aware and able to experience the middle way, that space between dark and light. Be curious, my friends. Be mindfully aware, as this is a precious gift from mindfulness practice, to be able to see the integration and the belonging of things that once appeared to be opposite. And we'll be talking the next time we meet about something remarkable that can happen the more we are able to live in that space where everything belongs. Take it with you, as always. Namaste. Amen.